shot movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Singer out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Singer. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Again, it's Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll work down inside the 45. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Boston looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Singer. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Horton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Singer. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Taylor on first down. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Singer.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on first down, Singer.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ford. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
An amazing catch by Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Boston going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, We'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Boston. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Boston flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Boston going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. So all the return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw on 2nd down. Singer. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Singer got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor on the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Looking to throw. Singer. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. From the gun, it's Taylor. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's got room at the 30, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Boston, they set up the screen for Henry.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Singer. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Pushes past him. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Singer, complete. Jefferson the target. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Singer. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Singer. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Singer.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Throwing to start the drive. Boston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston. He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Boston escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 42 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Singer.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and it's the Giants who are out in front. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Boston. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Henry up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Singer. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Singer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They begin with Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Throwing on 1st down. Boston steps away to his left. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Boston. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. Looking to throw. Boston. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Singer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Singer.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Singer. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Singer. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
From 13 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Off the play fake. Boston. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with a 2nd and 3.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To throw on 2nd down, Boston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
A give for Taylor running right side. Gets past one man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We have played 3 quarters. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. to throw again. Singer. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Singer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Singer. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Singer.
Gets this out wide to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Singer. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Singer.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Singer. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine. Throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
A first down carry for Henry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henry diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Coup for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Singer, he finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on second down. Singer, throw left side, complete. That's Taylor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. On first and 10, Singer. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. 53.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry again on second down. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second down, here's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Boston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing to start the drive. Singer, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On first down, Singer. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
And I keep getting stronger.